Welcome back to Lockdown. Here's your host, Christian. People around the country have locked back in their homes. Once again, unable to escape, trapped on a small island in an endless sea. No, that's Slam by Pendulum. So, how's everyone?
It's lockdown time again.
Yes, I don't really know what to say. I think we've already had all the lockdown conversations.
It's beginning to feel a lot like lockdown.
Lockdown 2, Electric Boogaloo.
We're gonna lock down to Electric Avenue.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
Because COVID's getting dire.
In related news, film of the year 2017. That's related to lockdown because it happened in the same universe.
Wait. Oh, yeah, sorry. Carry on.
Yeah. So we had 5 choices, which were Babi Driver, Thorgnarok, Kingsman Cirque du Soleil, The Greatest Showman, and Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, which was the secret 5th choice, as discussed with the G. And so in last place with nothing % points was The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
Then
Because of your audience.
then in 4th place with 3% was Jumanji : Welcome to the Jungle.
Sorry, how many % was that?
3.
Cool, just thought I'd check.
Yep. Then third place, which is the 3rd place. 3 is the number of the place, and the number of the place shall be 3. 17% Baby Driver.
Nice.
2nd place, with a rather low for 2nd place, 20%. Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
Oh.
So the winner with 60% was
Jesus.
Thor: Ragnarok.
Hey.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack of Rock.
Yes.
Whose winner was that?
That was Aussie's.
Fine.
My streak has been broken!
Your streak was broken last year when Deadpool won.
Oh, yeah, shit.
I'm starting a streak.
Oh.
I think it might continue this year, if you know what I mean.
To a losing streak. You're on, Richard.
Hey.
What was I about to say? Yes, I promised to watch The Death of Stalin this past week, and I remembered yesterday and then forgot, and I've just remembered again.
That's fair.
So there we are. I did watch The Mandalorian episode 1. I'm just logging into Disney Plus to watch episode 2. So
Oh shit, that came out today. I haven't seen that yet.
yeah. So good. We're on the same place then. So yes, I agree. It was good. So a couple of things actually. I made notes because on the Mandalorian simply because episode 1 because I watched a video that said a few of the Easter eggs. And so I wanted to mention them and then do like a squee or something.
Yeah.
So the R5 droid that Mrs. Lady had is the same droid that the Jawas tried to sell.
It is the
Uncle
same
Owen.
R5 unit. You can tell because of the spot at the back of the dome where the motivator blew.
Yep. By the way, spoilers for Mandalorian episode 1/9. The Crate Dragon roar is the same noise that Obi-Wan makes in A New Hope to scare off the Sand People.
I thought it was like a mixture of both the original version and the re-edit version. I feel like it was a mixture of the two of them. I might be wrong about that, but it sounded like a mixture of the two.
Okay. The tactics they use against the Crate Dragon are the same tactics that one would use in the computer video game Knights of the Old Republic to kill a Crate
I've
Dragon.
done it.
Yeah. And also, when they show a hologram in the flashback of the Death Star exploding, there's some text in, what's it called, like Orbesh or something? Arabesh, around the hologram, and that text is actually the words to the opening crawl of Return of the Jedi.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But overall, Series 1 was fucking brilliant. One of the best things Star Wars have done ever. And on the strength of Episode 1 of Series 2, it looks like Series 2 is heading down the same lines. Very, very good. Very happy.
Also, the pearl that the Sand People grab at the end,
Yes.
out of the body of the Crate Dragon, is also something you get out of when you kill the Crate Dragon in KOTOR.
Amazing.
And like you saw the Tusken Raiders like going in single file on their banthas.
Yes, to hide their numbers. Yeah. It's so cool. It's definitely hashtag for the fans.
Oh yeah, but fucking worth. It's so good.
It's really, really good. Anyway,
and I guess you noticed the person right at the end.
Oh, of course I did. Yes.
Yeah, the sudden reappearance of one Boba Fett.
Oh, amazing.
Who is hashtag not dead, bitches.
The Mandalorian armor storyline is still on the go. I was wanted to see Dengar nursing him to health, but unfortunately we didn't. Anyway, so film of his year, 2018.
17.
18.
Oh yeah, because we just had the. Oh fuck's sake. Carry on.
Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Right. So, again, a year that I saw a lot of films. Unnecessary mentions are...
Are they dishonourable unmentions? Or are they... Oh, no, that's if they're bad. Yeah, sorry, Karen.
Yeah. So these are unnecessary mentions. Ones that I wanted to make note of, but not are worth the -5 spot.
They're not honourable.
It's not necessary for us to be here.
They're not honourable. They're a bunch of cads.
Yeah.
And
we have
or
Annihilation.
Yay!
Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Wait, Tomb Raider?
Tomb Raider.
Okay. Did that come?
That came out in 2018.
Damn it, yeah.
Towards the beginning of the year. So.
Oh, holy fuck, Alex! How are you feeling?
What?
I just remembered.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry. How are you? Seriously?
I'm fine. I honestly thought you were here earlier.
That's because we discussed it before you arrived.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. I've got a bit of a cold still, but I'm past the worst of it.
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Oh, great. Sorry. Carry on.
Sweet Jesus. Yeah. Tomb Raider. Halloween. The 2018 version.
That was the remake, wasn't there? Forgot about that.
Yep. Very good. Ready Player One.
Oh yeah.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Venom. The Meg. Mamma Mia, here we go again. Fantastic Beasts, Crimes of Grindelwald. Bohemian
Really?
Rhapsody.
Mhm.
Ralph Breaks the Internet. Aquaman. And Action Point.
Okay.
So, my honourable mentions are Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Nice.
Incredibles 2.
Nice.
Hotel Artemis.
Never heard that one.
Shrug.
Yeah, shrug.
So it's about a hotel for
Is it?
criminals.
Okay.
But so
I think I remember the trailer actually.
yeah, so LA, Los Angeles have taken over the city's water population, water.
Right.
So they're privatizing it. So then there's a riot going on, and people are rioting, and it's
Sure, it's
about
not
these
real
two.
life.
Yeah,
Sure, it's not real life.
and it's about these two people, these two criminals. One of them gets shot, and they go into the Hotel Artemis to get healed and things like that. And then it just sort of everything goes from bad to worse, as it were.
Okay.
It's honestly a fantastic film, highly underrated.
Yeah.
Okay. Go watch.
Yeah.
Speaking of things going from bad to worse, in the real world, there's actually it's likely that we're going to have like actual water wars within the next couple of decades.
Water wars.
Yeah, because there's various countries, for example, bloody hell, who are they? Ethiopia. Ethiopia is building a dam across a river to like generate power, but the river is the only river that flows into Sudan. So that's called and Egypt.
Oh.
So it's basically like a way of extortion to basically say, buy our electricity at extortionate rates or give us good trade deals and stuff, or I guess you're not getting any water.
What bastard? Jesus.
And
I didn't know
Where
they
the
do
world-
that.
Turkey's
That's like
doing
a human right, though, in the Human Rights Act, isn't it?
Turkey's doing the same. Yeah, people don't give a shit, do they?
Oh, fuck's
Turkey's
sake.
doing the same thing to Iraq, and
Fucking world, man.
one of the stands in Central Asia, I can't remember which one, could do the same thing to some of the other stands. Yeah,
And they
interesting.
wonder why young people are so fucking suicidal. I mean, just look at the world that we've been given, basically. Like Jesus.
But you got to stick around to make it better, or
Really? Do
stick
we
around
know?
to get as much
Do we
water as you
know?
can.
Yeah, it's my water now. It's like your little like. You have a
Fish and finding Nemo's.
stash.
Bubbles! My bubbles!
My bubbles. It's like your little stash, isn't it? It's gonna
Remind-
become like drugs, isn't it? Like you got the water, man. You got the water.
You know, in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where the Golga Frinchans start using leaves as currency, and everyone's just like picking them off trees.
Something like that.
I can just imagine like people just running around in rainstorms with buckets.
Literally. Oh my god.
Oh, brilliant.
Ice is like gold. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Carry on. Sorry, I'm done.
Especially down that area of the planet, yeah.
Yeah.
I got that nice ice for you, mate.
What's this? You told me you were selling me ice. I've opened this up. This is all water. You take me for a mug.
No, but I got a mug for you to drink it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so that, Hotel Artemis, highly recommend that one. Yeah, Pacific Rim Uprising and Black Panther are my honorable mentions.
This reminds me of South Park. Oh my god, you haven't seen Black Panther? What are you, a racist?
Jesus, I actually haven't seen that yet. I need to watch it.
What are you, racist?
Fuck's sake.
No, it's really good.
Okay.
Really good.
Oh, well, I just half of Marvel films I haven't seen. I need to watch.
You do.
Same.
We need to marathon them at some point.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah. Also, Pacific Rim Uprising, nowhere near as good as the original, but still a hell of a lot of fun.
Cool.
All right, so number 5,
Yes.
Deadpool 2.
Ah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think I'll. No, very good film. I'll let Ozzy do a lot of the talking about Deadpool 2 when we get to his list, because I know it's going to be on there, and I don't want to steal his thunder.
It's Tropic Thunder.
Yes. And number 4.
Who says I've got anything to say apart from it's really, really good?
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, but even then, I don't want to steal your thunder, you know? You're the Deadpool guy.
His Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, number 4, Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah.
Aha. That's a very good film.
It's a very, very, very good film.
Do you
I
know
remember
what?
seeing it.
I was just going to say. I was just going to say, Richard, that I obviously I wasn't keeping up to date with the Avengers storyline because I didn't really care that much about the Marvel films, and I watched Infinity War on the plane because obviously I was trying to kill time, and I thought it was good, and it was so good, even having knowing like not much about the existing storyline and stuff. It was still just a really good film. Although I was annoyed that it seemed to like expect you to know who everyone was.
Yeah. I got to admit, I didn't. Me and Amy watched. We went to like the whole the gallery thing in the cinema.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know those kind of things that you get like little special like snacks and shit like that.
The Royal
we
box.
did that for Infinity War, and the box that we sat in kind of cut off part of the screen. Oh no, it was really shit. So we were watching it, and I was just thinking like, this is not gallery. Like this is really crap. but we watched it, and I didn't know of the comic thing. So honestly, the ending of that film, I was really shocked at. I was like, wait, what? I didn't think they were going to go that dark.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. So I was so shocked.
I thought you were going to say that like half the screen was covered up, and so you didn't know that something. You didn't know that everyone dissolved at the end of the film because it was covered up by.
Not gonna lie, we did have to kind of
on
sort of,
the left-hand side of the screen when they die.
Yeah.
like, wait, what? Who died? What?
What? What's a Groot?
Why is everything happening off camera?
But no, yeah, we
Why
were
did
not
they film this in
impressed.
portrait mode?
Like, we were just like, the fuck is this? Sorry, continue.
Yeah. Sorry. I remember like the ending. I remember sitting there with my friend, and she was just like, oh my god, 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 oh my god. And just complete silence throughout the credits. And she just like, I just looked over, she had like a single tear going down her cheek, and I was just like, oh god. Because I think like everybody who
Only
knew...
a single tear? Heartless bitch. I'm joking.
No comment. But I think nobody really like even though people knew what the story was going to be, I don't think anybody expected them to go into it that hard. And it's the first time that the Avengers really lost.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't their film. It was Thanos' film. He was the main character in that film.
Poor old Thanos, just trying to make the world a better place.
He was a fool, but you know, yeah,
He was
an
our
excellent
fool.
film. Excellent film. However, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this one. Number 3, Solo.
No flack for that. No. What
Yeah,
flack?
I've never seen it.
So
Flack because it's too high or too low?
too high.
Ah, fuck off. You know how I feel
Yeah.
about Solo.
Yeah, I think people would be annoyed that I'm putting it above Infinity War, but I am more of a Star Wars fan than I'm a Marvel fan.
Yes.
But
You haven't seen my
Solo,
list yet.
Solo was fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Went into it with no expectations.
yeah,
And then, yeah, it
Like-
was... Yeah.
like I went into it just thinking like, okay, it's Star Wars. They haven't messed up majorly yet, so let's give them a chance, you know. And I had a damn good time.
Yes.
Alden Ehrenreich, yes, he is not Harrison Ford.
There
But
is a
my
bit...
God, does he sell it really well?
There is a bit when he shoots and he does the stance exactly like Harrison Ford did.
Yeah, and like for some, let's just say little bits of it, like the very first shot you see of him, where he like sits up in the vehicle and he's like breathing really, really heavily, and I'm just like, no, that's Solo. Like, it's so difficult to step into another actor's shoes and play the same character, but a younger version of it.
Yeah.
And even though he did a good impression of a young Han Solo, he still made the role his own.
Yeah. It's a good film. It's one of the, like, I'm thinking episode 7, Rogue One and Solo are the ones that I've actively sought out to watch again.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the trilogy. That's the sequel trilogy as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good fun. And Donald Glover as a young Lando Calrissian. Oh my god. There was nobody else for that role.
No.
He played it beautifully. Although it does kind of feel like he's doing an impression of Lando Calrissian, but it still works absolutely fantastic. It's really good fun. I highly recommend it.
They were kind of taking the mick out of him a bit because they gave him a room of cloaks.
Yeah.
Capes, rather.
Although, mind you, it is the 7th most expensive film ever made.
Oh god, yes. No, it was a massive commercial flop.
Yeah.
I remember I looked up a list of commercial flops once, and Solo was on like in the top 20 or something.
Yeah, so the top 10 most expensive films of all time
Yeah.
are from 10th to 1st. Dawn of Justice, Batman vs Superman, John Carter, Rise of Skywalker, and Solo are together at number 7. Justice League and Pirates at World's End are joint 5. Infinity War, Endgame, Age of Ultron, and the most expensive film of all time is Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides.
Mad.
Thomas the Tank Engine and the Magic Railroad.
Yeah.
It cost $379 million.
And every single cent of it
it out.
worth it. So,
God,
shit,
that wasn't
here we
even
are.
the best one.
Biggest box office bomb. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Adjusted for inflation, Solo is the 18th biggest box office bomb in Hollywood history. Beaten by Rollerball, The Legend of Oz, Dorothy's Return, Land of the Lost, The Buvg, Lucky You, Geostorm, Ender's Game, Alice Through the Looking Glass, Black Hat, Cats, Deepwater Horizon, The Chronicles of Riddick, The Mummy, 2017,
The new one, yeah.
A Christmas Carol, 2009, Justice League, Doolittle, and The Call of the Wild. The first two are 2020 films, which I think you'd expect.
To be fair, Doolittle is fucking terrible.
Yes. I want to see how much of that. What was the budget? $175 million for Doolittle. Christ alive. And Hugh Laurie doing the weirdest Welsh accent I've ever heard. Not Hugh Laurie, Hugh Jackman. Not Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
What's his
Robert
name?
Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Fuck me, that was difficult.
Jesus!
Hugh Laurie, Hugh Jackman, Robert.
When you'll get there in the end, you just lift off all the celebrities. No.
I think me and Alex can confirm that Alice through the Looking Glass is fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, that was probably one of the best cinema experiences I ever had.
Yeah, like
So fun.
it was good fun, but my God, was it a bad fucking film?
It was great because we were the only two people in that cinema screen, and we were
Yeah.
just there like whenever something bad happened, we were like boo! Like it was so fun.
Bad film,
It was great.
good fun.
Yeah, yeah. So number two, Isle of Dogs.
Oh, I Love Dogs. Is that the animated one?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's a Wes Anderson animated film.
Oh God! I remember seeing a trailer for that, and it scared the shit out of me.
It's
it looked
fucking
terrifying.
brilliant.
It looked really scary. The
It's
animation.
incredible. I love it so much.
I have heard it's
So
very
the-
good. It just
So the
looks very
basic setup
scary.
is in near future Japan. There is a canine flu. And so all the dogs get banished off to Trash Island, which becomes the Isle of Dogs.
Okay.
Trash Island, otherwise known as Kyushu.
Nice. And so this one kid wants his dog back. So he goes off to this island to get his dog back.
Okay.
But all the Japanese people speak Japanese. No subtitles,
Oh, cool.
Okay.
so you can't understand them. But all the dogs we speak in English.
That's cool.
Oh.
And it's got wonderful voice actors such as Edward Norton, Bill Murray, Jeff Goldblum, Scarlett Johansson,
Wow.
Tilda Swinton, Ken Watanabe, F. Murray Abraham. It's fucking brilliant. And genuinely funny as well.
Is it because it was stop motion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love stop motion animation, but the animation that I saw, it really creeped me out for some reason.
It does have a little bit of a weird style to it. Oh yeah, Bryan Cranston's in it as well.
Okay.
Does he die at the start?
No, he doesn't. No, he's like the leader.
Be a giant head.
Oh dear. No, I highly recommend watching it.
But you're
It's-
number one. Oh,
No,
God.
that's not my number one. That's my number two.
I'll,
My
I'll,
number
give, I'll
one.
give it 5 or so years when I know both languages, and then I'll watch it. And I'll understand the whole fucking film.
Yeah. My number one, and I hope I won't get any contention on this, is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Hey.
I wanted that one.
Haven't seen it yet.
That's why I went first. Because holy shit, this is an incredible
Such
film.
a good film. Yeah.
Such a good film.
Very,
like-
very good. Did you watch to the very
My-
end after the credits?
Yes.
Good.
Well, I didn't, but then I
yeah, with the Oscar
And then I
Isaac
remember-
is 2099. Oh my god.
was that Oscar Isaac?
That was Oscar Isaac, yeah.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why are you pointing? I love it.
I still didn't peg like straight away, like the Peter Parker that died was Chris Pine.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, now they got some really big celebrities.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage was Spider-Man, was Noir
Did you
Spider-Man.
hear about John Mulaney?
Spider-Man,
when he auditioned for the role and he didn't know it was a kids' film, and they were just like, oh, you could just do a bit of improv, and he was like, oh, okay, and he just swore his ass off, and then looked at the producer and was like, oh, by the way, what rating is this? And they was like, G. Like, so we can't use any of that.
It's funny. I didn't know the cast list when I watched it, and I spent the whole time thinking, how funny this guy's doing like a Nicolas Cage impression.
No, that is actually. Oh no, I absolutely adore this film. The art style alone is fucking beautiful.
Yes, visually great.
It is amazing.
Scriptically great.
Yeah, genuinely funny as well.
Actically great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stunning. Such a stunning film.
Yeah. Well, we'll recommend that to you, Ozzy, to watch if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I think I heard you say it.
I've been meaning to get around to it for
Yeah.
a long time.
And it won Best Animated Film.
Hooray!
Did it win more than one
It's a
award? I
Lord
can't
Miller
remember.
film as well. Yay!
Best Animated Feature at the 91st Academy Awards, 46th Annie Awards, and 76th Golden Globes. It's the first non-Disney Pixar film to win Academy Award for Best Animated Feature since Rango in 2011, as well as the first non-Disney Pixar film since Happy Feet in 2006 to win that award, when the Disney Pixar film was also in contention. Ooh, a sequel is set to be released on October 7th, 2022.
Yeah.
Good original. Ooh.
And a spin-off film is also in development. How nice.
Ooh. Nice. I like.
Isn't that?
Cool. So Spider-Man into Spider-Man colon into the Spider-hyphen verse.
Yes.
Right. Well, I tell you what. I've given away most of my list already, so I'll quickly run through it. Dishonorable. I mentioned Early Man. Haven't seen it, but I love Aardman, so I'm sure it's great. Honorable mentions: Annihilation, which is the spooky plant film.
Very strange.
Incredibles
Very good.
2, which is the superhero film. And then number 5, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yep.
I think every one of these top 5 is a superhero film. Number 4, Deadpool 2. Number 3, Avengers: Infinity War. Number 2, Solo: a Star Wars story. He's a superhero. And then obviously number 1 was Spider-Man into Spider-the Verse. So we are. That's it. So I'll take Solo then.
Cool.
In the poll. There we are. Merry Christmas. That's my list.
Nice.
Who wants to go?
I've only got 5. I haven't got any honorable mentions.
Thread. Well, off you go then.
I've got 5 and 8 honourable mentions. So
Okay. You want to go?
I don't mind. It's who is more worthy, the one with or without an honourable mention?
I don't know. Well, hang on. Rich had the most. I've had the second most, so we'll go for the third most. We'll do it in descending order.
Okay. My honourable mention is Incredibles 2.
Yep.
As I technically haven't seen the entire film. I've seen it in hour spurts in the wrong order because they stick it on for wet playtimes.
It's an excellent film, but not as good as the original.
No.
Should we explain what wet playtimes is, or just let people's imaginations run wild?
Yes.
Oh, good God.
Number 5, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yep.
Number 4, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. However you say that.
I tell you what,
I'm going to give up on the whole Christian naming scheme now because it's annoying.
The Crimes of Grindelwald is the second one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Second one, is it? Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's enjoyable.
I felt like it was enjoyable enough as long as you didn't think about any of it.
Have you heard about the breaking news though? Johnny Depp's leaving the role.
Oh, is he?
Shit.
Is that
Literally
because of
just came out.
his whole court case thing?
He was asked to resign. I think so. Yeah. Which is annoying because I thought that was so bad because there was proof against her. Like he was innocent. And
he lost a libel case, didn't he?
Yeah,
because
the son called him the wife beating actor Johnny Depp or something, and he lost the libel case.
There's proof that she lied about it, and he was actually the victim. Like he was actually had he'd been hurt, physically, and she'd been abusing him. Yeah, and yet he has been asked to now resign from the role, which is really sad.
That's really not fair.
Nah, not at all.
That's the matriarchy
Guess
for
we'll
you.
get the climax to this 5-movie epic in the third movie then, I guess.
Yeah,
in 5 they brought it down to 3.
I don't know if they're going to recast him or not, because wouldn't that be I don't know, would they recast him?
I think they should, because he looked fucking stupid.
Yeah, you could probably get away with it. I mean, it's magic. A wizard did it.
Yeah.
It could be like a Porridge's potion or something.
Or he sort of pulled a half Voldemort when he died. He sort of got a new body somehow. He's a Time Lord. He regenerated.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll just get the actor in from who played him in Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his name is now. But
Jamie Jameson.
He was a gay. The guy who plays Ginny originally.
Really? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, who was what? The guy who played Grindelwald was originally going to play Ginny.
No. The guy, Jamie Campbell Bower, the guy who played Grindelwald in Deathly Hallows in the flashbacks, was engaged to the girl who plays Ginny in the films.
Oh, okay.
Not anymore. But
Oh,
they
that
were.
guy!
That's weird.
I forgot there was a young Grindelwald in it. I just immediately thought you meant the old guy. Okay. All right.
Wait, which bit in the film?
The flashbacks in Deathly Hallows when we see Grindelwald steal the wand.
I don't remember that.
That long-haired kid. He was in Sweeney Todd as well. I can't remember who he played.
Wasn't Johnny Depp Sweeney Todd?
Yeah, and
It's
they're
all
both in
connected.
Sweeney Todd.
It's all
What, did he play
connected.
Toby?
He sang Joanna. I don't know.
Oh shit!
That's him. Yeah, that's him.
Give me hope, Joanna. Give me hope, Joanna.
Sorry, carry on. Yeah, this is a nice tidbit. I literally saw, like, as you were saying that on MuggleNet, he's been recast or he's leaving the role.
Anyway, Ozzy, please continue.
Are we on?
Hello, is this thing on?
Am I here? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 1, 2. Number 3, Infinity Weir.
It's just a really long dam.
Infinity Weir. Hey, it's an Infinity Weir.
Number 2, The House with a Clock in Its Walls.
Oh, is that any good? I was meant to watch that.
Well, it's definitely a kids' film, but I really liked it. I watched it like 5 times in a row when I first watched it.
Is that the one with Jack Black in it?
Yeah.
I remember seeing
boy
that was going to be a
goes with
thing.
its eccentric uncle who turns out to be a wizard.
A what?
Oh, no.
A wizard.
You're a wizard.
You're a wizard,
You're a
Harry.
wizard, Jack.
Is it good? Because I sort of traced that and I wanted to watch it, but I still haven't got around to watching it.
I really enjoy it, yeah.
Yeah? Oh, I need to get around to watching that. Trailer made it look really good.
I don't really know what to say apart from it's surprisingly good for a kids' film.
Okay.
That's fair. That's enough. Yeah.
We'll allow
The
it.
second time I've had a Jack Black kids' film that's been surprisingly good.
First was Goosebumps.
Goosebumps, yeah.
This one's better though. Goosebumps is good, but I'd rather watch this one. Anyway,
That's fair.
guess what my number 1 is?
Say it with me now, folks.
Almost a Tank Engine and the Magic Road. No.
Fucking bubbles!
Yeah, Deadpool 2, obviously.
Yeah, Deadpool 2.
I thought you meant it was Jeremy Thomas.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I don't know which I'd prefer out of the 2 films. I really like both Deadpools, and they're both sort of as good as each other.
Like,
Number 1's good as an origin story because you need to tell the origin story, but number 2 feels a lot more like the comics and just a lot more random.
yeah, like the attitude of the
him.
second one felt a lot smoother.
Yes. Yeah. It just felt a lot more like the comics. It felt like I was watching a Deadpool comic more so than the first one, because the first one was a lot of exposition and a lot of got to get this plot out of the way.
Yeah. I think it's worth mentioning that Josh Brolin as Cable is fucking fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, thinking about it now, maybe that's why it felt a lot more like the comics. Because you had Deadpool and Cable together.
Yeah.
And that's just a major staple of the comics. They're
Deadpool and K-Ball.
Yeah.
Cable.
But I love Cable's theme.
Cable.
Like his musical theme. Fucking fantastic. And I love how we didn't get an origin story for Cable.
Right,
It's
I
just
thought
a
we
story,
did.
you know?
We got motivation,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
but we didn't get like shots back to when it all happened and things like that. It's just there. It's just a thing. He's there.
Yeah.
Fucking deal with it.
I think
It's
we did
very
have a couple
Deadpool-y.
of
Like,
flashback shots because I remember him being in a burning room with picking up his.
oh yeah, but like you didn't
they're
need
they're literally
nothing.
quick.
Yeah,
not
they
like-
didn't need anything else other than that. It was just like, yeah, okay, he's here.
Not
Fuck
a
it.
full flashback. It is literally a flashback shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Excellent. Deadpool.
XLNJ.
Alex. It is you now for your list.
Excellent.
Bleh.
Turn.
Whee!
No honorable mentions. It seems that my list is getting shorter and shorter, really, with the further we get into the years. So my number 5 is Mamma Mia. Here we go again.
Whee.
Because I love musicals.
Can
Number
definitely
4
resist it.
is what was that? What'd you say?
Christian said the my part, and then I said I can definitely resist this one.
Number 4, Avengers: Infinity War.
Yep.
Number 3, I don't know if people have heard this right, but it's a David Tennant film, and it kind of went under the radar. Bad Samaritan.
I don't
Anyone
know
heard
it.
that one?
It does sound familiar.
I told you about it like a while ago. So I watched it recently with Amy, and oh my god, fucking David Tennant. So it's David Tennant and Robert Sheehan.
I know that name.
He played Nathan in Misfits.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's them together, and oh my god. So basically, Robert Sheehan he breaks into this guy's house, like rich guy, and he's gonna like steal from him.
Oh. Yeah.
And then he finds a girl who's been kidnapped there.
Oh.
And basically, he tries to tell the police, and obviously, because he's breaking in, the police don't believe him because he's always been a troublemaker.
Right.
And so he's trying to like rescue this girl from David Tennant, from this guy, and and David Tennant's character is like a complete psycho, and he's gorgeous, but also like it's actually generally a scary film. Like you're fucking like holy shit, like this guy's actually terrifying. And he plays it so well. It's such a good film. And yeah, definitely watch it if you're a fan of David Tennant. Definitely watch it. Very good film. My second is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Excellent.
And my number 1 is Love, Simon, because my gay little heart, the scene. Oh my god, I watched it in the cinema. It was the first film that had an LGBT main lead. And sort of for kids as well, to see that kind of representation on screen. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing film. It's funny, it's cute, it's sweet. And it's just
Unfortunately, the polls are on Christian's channel, so it's not going anywhere.
yeah, right. Yeah, it's not. They're not going to do jack. They're not going to fucking vote jack shit for this film.
I mean, I've never heard
Go
of
and
it.
watch it. Like,
Point must be made, though.
Yes, the point must be made. Oh, it's such a good film. That's my number 1.
What was it called?
Cool.
Love, Simon.
There we go. So we have Solo: A Star Wars Story, Deadpool 2, Spider-Man: The Spider-Verse, Love, Simon.
Excellent.
And AN other. Probably Infinity War. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've pretty much like covered every big one.
Yeah.
Because Ant-Man and the Wasp isn't going to do better than Infinity War.
No.
I reckon Infinity War's going to be the winner. There's no doubt about that.
I think it probably could, yeah.
You underestimate Deadpool 2 and Spider-Verse.
You underestimate my power.
Don't try it.
If you never look at a clock, you don't age.
Good point. No, he's got a point.
The science checks out. I mean, just checked out the building and run down the road, but it checks out. Well, so in other news, looks like Joey Biden, everyone's favourite politician, is going to be the next president of the US after about a month of lawsuits that go nowhere.
We were talking about this before you came. Have you seen Trump's meltdown? It's
oh my god,
fucking glorious.
Talk about throwing your toys out the pram.
Oh god, yeah.
I've been because I've been following the Guardian's live blog of it. Every now and then they embed a tweet from one of Trump's supporters, and I've been replying to them all, explaining why they're idiots.
Nice,
but not in a rude sense, just kind of laying it out very simply for them, as if I'm talking to a child.
Did you see he tried to sue Georgia and Pennsylvania, and Georgia threw out his lawsuit?
Yes, because the judge said, "Have you got any evidence of fraud?" There obviously isn't any. So
well, he went on a 17-minute rant on news channels, and they all cut away from him.
Yeah,
because he was spewing out lies. It was great.
It's mad.
Apparently, Pennsylvania is about to be announced.
There's a lady on telly, but my thing is muted, and I've got noise cancelling headphones on. Hang on, give me a second.
I don't know if it's true. That's what someone said in the group chat. Apparently, it's about to be announced.
Let's have a look on BBC News.
So look.
At some point this afternoon, they'll report another update. She's saying,
I
I don't think there's a result yet. But I
Biden
mean,
has taken Pennsylvania.
Georgia, Georgia is saying, and it's probably going to be the case that Biden wins Pennsylvania, but Georgia is saying because the margin is so small, that's an automatic recount just to double check that they've got everything right.
They're already recounting Georgia, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll probably be the same thing in Pennsylvania. And I mean, when different states have different laws, I can't remember what one is what, but either side can request a recount as well if the margins are within a certain amount. So it's probably going to drag on for another week or so. But I mean,
it might not be until like the end of the month.
Yeah,
there's talks of Trump being like, if he does get out of the White House, of him being arrested for all the shit that he's done.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, if he absolutely refuses to admit that he hasn't won, which seems to be what he's doing, he is still president until the 20th of January. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be like in years and years.
Supreme Court won't let him.
Maybe it'll be like in years and years by Sir Lord Russell Davis. Where he launches a nuclear bomb on his last day in office.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But I mean, yeah, like the Democrat camp have just said, you know, if Joe Biden wins as we expect him to, then he will become president. And they said something like, you know, the US Secret Service are more than capable of ejecting people from the White House who shouldn't be there.
Exactly. It's not just that. Though. Apparently, he's like, of all his crimes previous, like tax evasion. There's like loads of allegations.
Jeffrey Epstein.
There's loads of allegations about him, like sexual misconduct, sexual allegations of rape and shit. Like all this crap. And he basically could because that happened to an Italian minister, I think. I can't remember when. It was
Silvio
years ago,
Berlusconi, was it?
Yeah, it's probably Berlusconi.
Him. Yeah, he got
bunga.
he got arrested and basically thrown in jail for all his crimes, and it's like,
and is probably going to come back soon.
I mean, the first thing I thought of when you said that was, I know it's a pretty cynical view of the world, but Trump is a rich white man in America. So I know. I don't think he's gonna have the law coming down on him anytime soon.
He is definitely a man, and he is in America, rich. That's another question.
Well,
with all his like fucking businesses going bust and shit, I doubt. Well, he does have some good lawyers, though. I will say that.
Yeah,
if they still stick around.
That's true. That's very true.
But yeah, interesting times. It was. It's interesting how they don't seem to have like clear-cut red states and blue states anymore, because it's just it's red countryside and blue cities regardless of where you are in the country. So like in Texas, all the cities are overwhelmingly Democrat, same in Georgia, and you know it's only back end to beyond places like Missouri where they completely vote Republican. So yeah, I think the electoral college is so fucking stupid, isn't it? They really need to do something about that.
Yeah, I think Amy was watching something about that recently, and back in like I don't know when it was ever founded, they weren't meant to keep it. Yeah, I don't remember the date that it was founded, but whenever
1780,
the electoral college was a thing that wasn't meant to be as it is. They were meant to sort of have like a have it like a temporary thing and then change it later, but it never got changed. So it's basically been kept this way when it wasn't meant to be. Yeah.
Well, it made a lot more. It made a lot more sense when it took you a month to get to the other side of the country or something. So they'd all travel to the capital and then cast the vote of their state or whatever. Whereas now it should just be popular vote, really, shouldn't it?
Really should.
Yeah, exactly. Popular vote. I mean, even if that was the case, he'd still win because he has popular vote.
Thankfully.
So
not another one of those situations.
Apparently doesn't work like that.
Doesn't work like what?
If he wins a popular vote, he would win. Apparently, it doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't. But that's how it should be. But like, if it was popular vote now, it would work. Yeah, it would work like that. Because Hillary Clinton got more votes than Trump 4 years ago. And
Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. She didn't win.
Is that an echo there? And
sorry, she was saying that. Yeah.
And Al Gore got more votes than George W. Bush in 2000 as well.
Yeah, but Bush won that one, didn't he? That went to the court, didn't it?
Yes. And that was really fishy because it was, I was reading yesterday, I can't remember what it was now. It was something like there was some votes that may or may not have been legal, Not in the case like it is now, when it's just that you don't want them to be counted. It was like there was actually some kind of uncertainty over whether these ones that came in at a certain time were illegal or not. And sort of like halfway through a recount, some decision got made and the votes got thrown out, but that decision itself wasn't entirely legal either. But by that point, it was all over.
Bloody hell, yeah, that's shady as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope he doesn't get away with it.
But that's what happens when you have the electoral college and you have, what is it? That was in Florida. 29 of those 538 votes on it was Bush won Florida by 500 votes or something. And like it doesn't, it shouldn't rest on those sorts of margins. Like Biden might win Georgia by sort of like 100 votes or something. It's
yeah.
Anyway.
That's what's funny though, is all these Trump fans are saying to us like, oh, if he's winning, Trump is winning and shit like that, and saying to us that we can't throw a fit, and yet they did, and yet they're doing exactly that now that Biden's winning.
Well, it reminds me of
now who's the snowflake, bitch?
Yeah, it reminds me of Nigel Farage back before the Brexit referendum, saying in a 52-48 referendum this would be unfinished business by a long way. Exact quote.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Anyway,
on to other things.
Anyway, everywhere's split 50-50 between one side and the other, isn't it? All around the world, except Poland, where it's just like I don't know, about 70% racists.
Poland is just bullshit at the moment.
I believe it's the Prime Minister of New Zealand got re-elected after universal acclaim.
Jacinda Ardern,
she was great.
It was a landslide victory, apparently.
Yeah, she was. I'm not surprised. She was amazing. She is amazing.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see.
Sounds well deserved.
Be interesting to see how her government does, sort of as the pandemic dies down. She's kind of got re-elected based on their great response to that and how she dealt with it personally. But I was reading they actually they have no experienced people in their upper echelons of the party because they've been out of power for so long. In the last government, they were in a coalition, and so they kind of had other experience from other parties, whereas now it's a load of people who have never held these positions before, which is not necessarily a bad thing because obviously everyone has to do something. Everyone has to do something for the first time, but the interesting thing is we don't really know how they're going to do in this. This is a new situation to what they've already done. Hopefully they do well because she is really nice, and obviously I'd rather the left-leaning party was in charge, naming my colours to the mast there.
Also,
maybe it's a good thing that there are people who haven't done it before because they won't have any of the preconceived notions of what they should be doing or what that role is not supposed to be doing, but they have been doing in the past. If you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they can look at it from a fresh angle rather than being weighed down by the predecessors of what is supposed to be done because that's the way we've always done it.
Yeah, there was a study that found, or not a study, but I think there was a thing that found that the women-led countries dealt with the pandemic far better than the countries who were led by men. It's like, I wonder, yeah.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Women are such hypochondriacs.
Bit of a broad statement, isn't it?
That was the joke.
Jesus.
I'm just going to stay quiet on that one.
Also, the fact that America, there's some good things to come out of this election because America has elected its first, there's been 2 or 3 people that have been elected Senate and they're trans women. I thought, and that's amazing.
To the Senate?
Fucking brilliant.
That is,
The Senate, because I always recommend, the Senate is like...
It's the big ones.
That's the big one, yeah.
Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, I knew you'd hear that.
I am the Senate.
It's because the Supreme Court. So how does it go? Is the Senate above the Supreme Court, or is that below the
Supreme Court? Supreme Court is above the Senate.
No, the Supreme Court is a separate branch. You've got the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. The executive is the president. The legislature is the people who vote on the laws, which is the House of Representatives and the Senate. And then the judiciary is the courts whose job it is to check that the laws that are being made are legal.
Jesus. I love how because it's election, everyone is so invested in American politics at the moment.
Yeah. I'm a politics nerd anyway.
It really doesn't feel like it was 4 years ago that it started.
It feels like much longer.
Yeah.
So much has happened. But we said earlier in the year, didn't we? We'd just be coming to the end of David Cameron's term after he was elected before the Brexit referendum.
Oh God,
That's
how many elections we've had.
When's
Fucking
our
hell.
next referendum? Well, our next election.
2024, December 2024.
Oh, fuck.
Unless there's a vote of no confidence in Alex de Pfeffel Johnson before then.
Alex Johnson.
His name's Alex.
Oh yeah, because his middle name's Boris, isn't it?
Yeah. Basically, when he decided that he was going to make himself into a character for his column in the Telegraph, he decided to use his middle name because it would be more of fitting for his character. His friends and family called him Boris. Sorry, Alex.
And his tenure at the Times of London was described by the employers there as, quote, the single worst employee we've ever had.
Yeah.
End quote.
Yep.
Imagine
That
how
was
the
when he
Queen
worked
feels
for
now.
the He got fired from Telegraph, didn't he?
Yeah, the
It
Boris.
was
For lying.
Telegraph
Yeah.
the Times of London, either.
Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry. Someone just sent this in my group chat. White House spiritual advisor prays for angels from Africa to cement Trump's re-election. That's great.
What even is this world anymore?
I don't know.
So I'll have to consult with the angels.
Oh dear.
Well, the politics hour there.
Yep.
I think I've just given up on every English-speaking country.
I don't blame you, to be perfectly
No,
I'm
honest.
yeah.
learning Japanese and I'm running away.
To be fair, I honestly don't blame you.
Nope.
Every country has its problems.
Actually, as you're
I'll freaking
sat
join
here
you in Japan. Jesus.
picking it up, I'm here learning.
I'm going to run away to New Zealand.
Oh, I want to go to New Zealand. I want to move to New Zealand so badly. But
I mean, what's the worst thing you got to deal with in Japan? Tidal waves and
earthquakes
kaiju attacks.
Yeah, and,
That's
and earthquakes.
and earthquakes.
Yeah, but it's all natural.
That's the same in New Zealand though as well. Earthquakes are tectonic
Yeah.
plates.
Yeah.
Yep, Japan, New Zealand, either one. They're great.
There we go.
Anywhere
But
on the
between
burning
four
ring
of
of
us,
fire.
we all have to move to that little small area of the world,
Yeah.
and then it's easy enough for us to travel back and forth and meet each other when the pandemic's over.
It's
Yeah.
a little village.
Japan and New Zealand are virtually next door.
Yeah.
Either there or Norway or Iceland. Those are my other two choices.
cold. there.
Yes, Iceland.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Me and Amy actually looked into moving there,
Louis.
but we don't have money.
Cold.
Yeah,
But
no,
it's
I
like
agree,
nice
Rich.
and it's nice and secluded, and
Or
it has
Finland.
great LGBT rights there.
Ah. Yeah, it's one of the few
have swayed
places
me.
that Pirate Party has been in government.
What? What in
Yeah.
Iceland?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
As part of a coalition, but yeah, they didn't do very well. They lost most of their seats, but they had about an eighth of the parliament or something. The Althing, as it's called.
The Althing and the Omegang.
Exactly. Anyway, any other biscuits?
Nah.
When I said any other biscuits, I crossed my arms like one of the rap singers and did a little pose.
I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
Well,
Yeah.
in that case, don't forget you can buy us a packet of biscuits by supporting us on Patreon.
Feels so weird
I
shilling
actually
that, doesn't
can.
it?
And yeah, so you can find us on YouTube. I'm at Invisible Tower. Rich is
I'm
at
at Pheasant Films.
Films. Ozzy is at TS Reactions. And Alex doesn't do that.
Nope.
Yes.
Alex doesn't do this
reactions,
YouTube
no
nonsense.
obsess.
You can email us at contact@termco.net or tweet at Invisible Tower and ask us your
Don't
questions.
actually contact, because that would be breaking the social distancing rules.
Yeah. When you type an email to contact, make sure you're 2 meters away from your keyboard. You've just got really long fingers like a Grindylow.
Cool.
Is that someone's fetish?
Probably.
Oh man.
Rule 34.
Man, do you see that Grindylow? She got fingers all the way up. And on that bombshell, see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Nah.
Bye. I'm last.
Yes, you are.